Hello. How's it going, guys? Sorry for that feedback if you heard that. I just had my speakers up. Alrighty. Welcome to the stream. It is that time again. Thank you for joining. We got a good show for you today. So let's get into it here. I don't know if you guys saw, but we had a new intro. My buddy Ray made a new intro for us so that we can see the cool new thing, kind of asteroid space thing, as well as some combat stuff going on. So definitely let him know what you think of it in the comments. I really appreciate it. So let's take a look here. Okay, let's get on to this. Right on. Okay, so let's get into it here. First of all, actually, I wanted to wish you guys a happy Father's Day, it was kind of nice waking up this morning and getting some happy Father's Days from my family. So hopefully you got the same thing if you are a father. So let's do this here. Okay, let's first look at Kid Kong. So this was a PD release by Dave Munsey, who we have featured in the past. Hello, Hungrid channel, and also Gunstick. Thank you for joining. So this is a remake of Donkey Kong, as you can probably tell. And this is actually a pretty faithful remake, to be honest. I'm not sure why he made it as opposed to making original, but hey, whatever. It's actually very playable, and it doesn't look like it's a direct rip of the graphics, but it's pretty close. And I will admit, I am not a good Donkey Kong player, so let's see. Let's turn this up a little bit, and then turn this up a little bit. Okay. That was no fair. I was paying attention to the sliders, not me. Hello, Atari ST fan. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, so Donkey Kong is not my arcade game of choice. I've always been more of a Ms. Pac-Man fan, or any of the Pac-Mans, to be honest. There's just too much going on in Donkey Kong for me. I know some people swear by it. They made a whole movie on it, the King of Kong, to talk about the high scores, trying to get the high scores for Donkey Kong. And while I appreciate it, I am nowhere near able to compete in those kind of things. So, that being said, I still have fun with it. It's just I can't get to. I think I can get to I've got to the third level a couple times. That's about it. And to be honest, it's because I haven't really tried that much, and I think it's just because it's we've talked about platform games on this channel as being not my favorite type of game. So I don't know. Just it's never really been my forte. One of the things I will say is I was thinking about this, and since this game came out in, I believe, 81, the original Donkey Kong, I want to say that this was actually probably the first actual platform game. And, literally a platform game, as in there's platforms. And, it's more like girders or whatever from a construction site, but I was thinking about, it's like, these are actual platforms. So kind of an interesting observation there. If it is not the first platform game, definitely let me know, but pretty sure it is. Okay. So I got to the second level. I was trying to play this earlier, and I don't think I even got to the third level in this one. There's just too many bad guys on here to thwart me, especially that springy thing on the top. That thing. That's bad. It'd be awesome if I could jump that far, though, and just bypass all this stuff. But let's try one more time. So one of the things it doesn't have is it doesn't have the in-game music, which that was one of the things that I, it's minor, but it's one of those things that definitely helps. But I mean, it does have some of the little tunes, the starting tune like that. Now, what's interesting is it seems like it actually might be a sample and not, a done by the sound chip. I think that the jumping is a little different than in the arcade. It seems, yes, I suck at the game, obviously, but the jumping seems a little bit harder to do in this than in the arcade. You have to time it just a little bit before the barrel comes at you. So, I could jump here and not even bother with that umbrella if I don't get burned. Whoa, that was weird. It's kind of a double jump thing. That killed me, but whatever. The springy thing is always what kills me. And mostly because I'm impatient. I don't want to wait for it to go by before I come up here. Come on. Ah! Thing gets me every time. All right. Next game. You guys have seen Donkey Kong. So one of my kind of probably more of the more interesting games of this stream that I looked at. It's called Stormlord. It wasn't on any of the lists that I know of as far as like the top lists, but it is a cool looking game. It definitely has some cool graphics here, as you can see. Nice pixelated boobies. So we're not going to complain about that. One of the things is that it does not have a hard disk version of it. So I actually have to do the old school swapping of discs. It's not too bad, but it is a thing that I have to do. Not preferred, but it's okay. Thomas, good evening to you. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we got this this dude here is able to walk around. One of the things that's always kind of interesting is when they give the player a choice to be able to go left or right. And so, as opposed to just a, left, or rather, usually you just go one direction. Now, one of the other things that's interesting on this is the fact that it does have a smooth scrolling, which is kind of cool. I was actually thinking about that earlier. Most of the platform games like this did not have smooth scrolling. And so it had to do a screen at a time. Now, so I got stuck on here, and then we have a door that I have to go get a key for, which I happen to know where that is. The graphics on this are, in my opinion, phenomenal. I was playing this earlier and just tripping out at how good the pixel art and stuff is. So a huge, massive key. I don't understand why they made that key so big. So now I have a key to get by the door. It's kind of a weird skull just sitting there. It's like kind of this massive thing that it's a obstacle apparently. Anyway, another thing that's interesting is the fact that it gives you 10 lives, which is kind of crazy. That's always a sign that the game is not going to be easy. So this is kind of cool. So you can land on one of these little springboard things, and then it pops you all the way over here, and you rescue a fairy. So the idea is you're trying to rescue 5 fairies. Okay, so we got some honey. Now, I actually knew what I was trying to do last time I played this. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to take this honey. So now we get a skull suspended with chains, which is kind of cool. So one of the things, I did this earlier, and it was like, okay, so I actually kind of knew what I was doing here a little bit. So, except I died. That's not good. So I'm moving the honey over there. Now, can I get by these? No. Earlier, I just rescued the princess, or the fairy, I should say, beforehand, but we'll see if I can get back to her. But the looking at the graphics on like the bad guys and stuff, the shading that they did with the little 2 dots of white to make it really shiny is just really really good attention to detail. Okay, I've not been this far. Looks like they're just rocks or eggs, I guess, that are dropping. But yeah, the pixel art is phenomenal. I would venture to say one of the best pixel art, art that we've seen on this channel. I don't know what is with these kind of games that they always have to have a type of weapon that has to lob. So we saved another fairy. So we got 2 out of 5. Okay, I've not been this far ahead, so we'll see what happens here. So we have bees again, and they're gonna get me if I get this key. But I might be able to get it and then not die. Oh, yes, maybe I guess if I was quick. It's okay. So then we have an umbrella, which I'm not sure what the umbrella is for. I'm guessing the key is better off than the umbrella, but don't know. There might be a... Whoa, that's weird. So the platform went away. Ouch. So we have to figure out what exactly I want, and probably a key to get through that door. One nice thing is the fact that when you die, you just die in place. You don't have to start at the beginning. Okay, who do we got here? So the DM, obsessed with the graphics. They're so atmospheric, so gloomy. The animation is so smooth too. Yes, I agree. The animation and the graphics, the pixel art is crazy. It doesn't like me to do a capital. It's kind of weird. Whatever. Let's see. Last week I quit early. Thomas said last week I quit early but watched later. I must admit the most fun when you play multiplayer with Daphne. Yes, that is Daphne. Yeah, I really enjoy playing multiplayer with anybody, but it is always very cool when I can get my kids involved. One of the things we talked about, and Gary, you need to contact me because we wanted to play some Chaos at some point over Discord or Zoom. And welcome, Gary, by the way. Yeah, the main character animation is so well done. What year was this game released? Such a good game. I don't know. I'd have to look it up online, but the animation is smooth. The scrolling, the way we have the smooth scrolling, as I was saying, that was pretty rare at the time to do smooth scrolling. It was usually by a whole screen, and why did I even go that way? I know I need the key, so I should just go that way. The animation, the pixel art, the speed of the movement of the guy is really good. I mean, the only thing I would say that would be the better is if there was configurable controls to where I could say I could have 2 buttons going, to have jump be a separate button, because we've talked about that before in the channel as being needing a second button be better than diagonal. But other than that, I am really liking this. So much animation going on with stuff on the screen, as well as all the shading that they did. And even the monsters, those worm dudes look really good. All of the light effects and stuff that they did on it. And this was a Houston game, I think, which I don't think they're really well known for making great games. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember all of the developers. Okay, save one of the... It's got in-game music, which is always a good thing. So I had a question for you guys, and I am really confused because, okay, so I had an STE, okay, and so this is going to be more technical stuff, but so I had an STE, and I remember distinctly being able to play 4-channel mods on it, okay, and could you, I mean, but everything I saw online was that it was the sound chip could actually only do 3 channels. Oh, I went back. And so was that an STE only thing to be able to play the mods like that? Or because it was, how did it do 4 channels if it was only, the sound chip could only do 3, even though it was a sampled sound? I don't know if samples were different. Definitely would like to hear you. I was thinking about it the other day. Why am I keep going? How did that work though? How do you get 4 channels? Did it use some other way of doing sound? That's my question. So earlier I just went and just real quick got her. Yeah, okay. So you just have to be fast, I guess, to get the check. It's different. CPU plays samples. Ah, okay. I was wondering, I'm like, how does that work? But I know playing samples was really expensive, right? For the CPU to be able to play them. So like a lot of games. So here's my question. So if you have a game like this that is playing obviously sound chip music, could you have sound effects being played with samples at the same time? Oh, interesting. So emulating the Poly chip. So that's the Amiga chip. Ah, okay. So I'm guessing that playing samples while doing this would just be, it would just be too CPU intensive to be able to play a sample at the same time as playing the music. Or could it? That's the question, I guess. So I still have a key. I gotta say, I am really digging this game. It's, you know, it's a platformer, which we've talked about, but it's very playable. It's not, it's fun. It's not crazy hard. I mean, it's doable, as opposed to, you know, we've talked about like Ghosts and Goblins and all that. Oh, I need a key. But this is a great game. So one of the things I need to do, I've been talking about it for a long time, and I just need to put the time in, is I want to start doing ratings for games. Nothing crazy, but just like, you know, 1 to 5 kind of thing, just to kind of show it's like, this is what I think of this game. Right now, this game is tops. I mean, this would be a game that I would say for a platform game, especially, or rather, even though it's a platform game, I should say, this game is awesome. This is one I would definitely want to have in my collection. You know, if I were to be collecting physical discs. Can I get up here? I have to use a platform or something. Can't shoot the bees. Just have to go around them. Ah! Why did I die? Is there a time limit? Okay. Okay, let's get back to the chat here. So... All right. So we say here, see, yes, we need to play some Chaos. Definitely. Let's sync up Gary so we can get that going. Music by Awesome Mad Max. Okay, so music is 89. Looks and sounds great. Hair animation is very good. Yep. Houston made Nebulous. I don't think I've tried Nebulous. Sound chip is 3 channels, 4 channels for mods. It's different. Yep. ST could only do 1 digital voice with a left channel and a right channel, plus the 3 YM voices. So if it were on the STE, that means that game could have had samples playing in the game as well, it sounds like. Playing a sample on non-STE is CPU intensive. Oh, Stormlord Intor is 4-channel music, I think. Oh, intro. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to that. It sounded sampled though. I'm not quite sure. Not that the non-ST has no digital output, so the cheap CPU has to emulate a digital analog converter, which takes even more CPU. Okay. Let's see, STE of the DMA chip. Yeah, I remember I had the DMA chip and it helped with sound somehow. Okay, so definitely if it were STE based, it could have done it. Okay. Oh, I went back. Okay. And you see, my games that use this DMA samples for FX, hardly any CPU load, 3-channel music over YM, only works this way on an STE. Okay. Thanks for the info. I know you guys would know this stuff, but I was just thinking about it the other day. I'm like going, I only had an STE, so I didn't really have, and obviously there wasn't that many games that actually took advantage of it. So I was just very curious about it. So STF, CPU emulates Paula and then emulates digital analog converter. Okay. So that's the DMA is the digital analog. Okay, cool. Let's see. On the STE to play more than 1 sample, you have to mix your samples. That takes more CPU time. Okay. I have several talks on YouTube about music and demos on the ST. Do you have a Discord channel? I'd like to soak up all ST stuff. That is your channel. Oh, what's yours? I have a Discord channel. No one's on it, but it's Mission Ed Possible. Anyway, thank you for the info, guys, because, yeah, I was really curious. Who else came in here? We have Clausenla. Looks and sounds great. Thank you for joining. I don't recognize your name, so I appreciate you being here. As always, I appreciate everybody being here, but new people I always like to call out. Costardo, evening. Thank you for joining. And Johan Tiblin, thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. And all right, let's get on with the next game. That, I gotta say, was a phenomenal game. And funny enough, I don't think it's on the Atari Mania list, like for like top lists or whatever. And it really should be. It really, in my opinion, especially platform games, is probably my favorite so far on the SD. Let's go on to the next one. Elf. Now this should be an interesting thing because Elf is also pretty cool. I remember Stormlord. It has boobs. Yes, that always adds to the rating. gotta have a boobs modifier. Steve, thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here. Evening. I said it earlier, but there's been a lot of people here. To all those fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Appreciate you spending time with me, even though you probably should be spending time with your families. But hey, whatever. I could be spending time with my family too, but they're off doing other things. So we have a little intro here. We also have boobs here, even though they're kind of covered. So The faces are a little bit odd. Okay, so we have another platformer. Okay, can only go left. So we have the option of going in. We saw that in like Shadow of the Beast and stuff has that. But let's keep going here. We can go left. I really like it when games like this are non-linear, as in you get to choose which way you want to go. And this, I mean, while it has a ton of stuff going on the screen, which is a little bit crazy, it has a lot going on. I was very impressed when I started playing this, and I'm like going, yes, there's a ton of crap to shoot, but there's characters you interact with. And I feel like I can't really do this game justice in the 10 minutes that I usually play these games. That was actually, I think, currency there, that a plant. So it looks like I can't go up. Another thing that I noticed on this game, and for you Atari 8-bit guys, actually it would be on, I think, all the 8-bits, but if you guys remember the game Conan by Datasoft, the music in here totally reminds me of Conan. Tell me if you hear what I'm talking about. It has a very similar sounding music. I always kind of pick that kind of stuff out. I hear things and it's like, oh, that sounds kind of like this. I have no idea why I need a rock, but I have a rock. Can I jump over there? No, but I can. One of the things that is kind of annoying. Now, the snail is pretty awesome. I don't know if he'll kill me, but these little dudes running back and forth. How the hell am I supposed to get up this ladder without dying? It's like, nope. There's just tons of stuff on the screen that make it pretty hard. It's not easy, that's for sure. It's not crazy hard, but it's definitely more difficult than, say, Stormlord. Oh, that's probably not what I wanted. That's gonna leave a mark. Ouch. Okay. So let's see. The amount of monsters in this is kind of crazy. They're just all over the place. And it just keeps coming too. You can't just kill them. Let's see, we can go in though, which is kind of cool. Let's go over here. Now, so this is what I was talking about earlier. If you go here, so there's a dude here. And hero, oh, it's not a rock, it's a turkey. Ah, interesting. So I have a turkey now. What do you want from me? Okay, so we can actually go through here and there's all these actions that we can do. Oh, I love it. When I move, or actually it's not every time, I guess. He just keeps bobbing his head. So I can say like, identify an uncooked chicken. So it's not a turkey, it's a chicken. All right. So herbs. Oh, interesting. So I have stinking toad flax. So that was what I had picked up is stinking toad flax and then purple berry grump and brown horse flute. Interesting. And then, so you can actually, let's see what happens here. You can't use uncooked chicken at the moment. You can talk. So this is the thing. Talk about what? So it's open-ended. So I would have to type something. I don't know. It's like, of course he doesn't understand. So he's a sage, apparently. So we can give him the turkey. He doesn't want the turkey, apparently. We can bribe him with the turkey. We can attack him. It's obvious that approach was not going to work. Hurry up, Cornelius. Activate. I can activate the turkey. No, apparently not. So I'm going to hit exit. And so I think... Oh, no, there's even more stuff over here. So it's not just an area with a merchant guy. Or merchant? Or yeah, I think he's a merchant. Or he's a something. But so this is another thing. So I came over here, and there's a bird. Sitting on a perch is a bird who is currently molting very badly. So I could, basically I can, so it looks like it has the same thing, but I can talk to the bird. So, okay, so identify, so that would be anything I have here apparently. I'm guessing he doesn't want to have So, I mean, talk about what? The weather. My guess is that you find something that says, talk to the bird about something, something. We can give him the chicken, but I don't think he'd want it. We can bribe him with the chicken. Attack the bird. Activate. No, nothing we can do there. So it's got a lot more stuff going on. Okay, so we can't go to the right, or left, rather. But the amount of monsters that are on the screen at once is kind of dizzying, to be honest. And they just keep coming. That would be my only complaint, I think, is the fact that, yes, there's lots of stuff to kill, but it's like this kind of stuff. How do I get up there without dying with all of the stuff that's going on? Chaotic, I guess, would be a good word for this game. The graphics are great. The music's good. It gets a little old, I would say. But game over. Push scrolling. That's what it's called. Oh, this cracked me up. Check this out. That's pretty hardcore. I was like, wow. Okay, so when you die, you die. I mean, like badly. I'm just like, wow. Okay, so we can actually turn on, so we can toggle FX versus music, which is nice. You can load a saved game, so they have saved game, which is nice. We can turn on or off the I'm guessing that's the guillotine at the end. That's funny that it gives you an option. Okay. Okay, so now I just have sound effects on. Now, if we just have those at the same time, that's the thing that I think that bugs me the most about a lot of these games. It's like they have great sound effects and they have, decent music. If we could just have them at the same time. The animation on the character is a little odd. It's a little, I wouldn't go so far as to say jumpy, but I really like the points you get. They did a really good job with shame. I guess I wasn't supposed to kill that guy. The things that pop up after you shoot somebody, I really like that. The push scrolling, as Gary said, it's one of those things that I just deal with. It's not a, I wouldn't say that it's a negative. I would kind of say from this, especially from, these style of games, I would say that the smooth scrolling is a positive versus the push scrolling being a negative. That's my opinion. Oh, that's kind of, I didn't die. Ooh, I almost died. Shame. What is with shame? I guess I'm not supposed to shoot those guys? That's irritating. Oh, we got another herb. The amount of dudes on here is kind of crazy. The enemy, the pixel art's pretty good. It's a lot more bright and cheery than in the last game. I have to compare them now. Uh-oh. I did not mean to do that. Oh, I didn't die. Amazing. More herbs. Wonder if I can find 11 of them. 11 herbs and spices. Sorry, couldn't resist. Ooh, we can go in here. What is this? Hello, Paleface. Have to trade with. Well, that's interesting. Let's try if we can do give. He doesn't want an Indian. The Indian doesn't want an uncooked chicken. Okay, let's try. He doesn't want the container. So what is this? Activate container. Attack. Bribe him with the container. No. Give. He doesn't want either of these. Use. Oh. So it's a container. It has a health potion. That's interesting. Can I use the uncooked chicken? No. Identify herbs. So here's all my herbs. I have quite a few now of different ones. I don't know what they're used for. I think you can trade them. What's interesting to me is how they have scores hiss. I guess you're not supposed to shoot those things, like the bunnies and all that, because it gives you no points. The animation where he's like going up the ladder is a little awkward. It's kind of a little odd to me. What is that? I guess I think there was something there. Shame. Shame for killing the bunny rabbits, apparently. I went here before. Oh well. Need a map. Oh, spacebar. What does spacebar do? Oh, interesting. Spacebar will bring this up. Interesting. Oh, I can go over there and get that potion or whatever. Or I could die. Yeah, we're gonna get the guillotine again. That's on the emulator, not on me, not on the game. I love the laugh at the end. That's pretty brutal. Okay, let's see what we got here. Consider a blessing. Hey, Gary. Had the grandkids earlier over. I need downtime. I am not there yet. I do not have the grandkids yet. Yeah, having downtime I could see that being a thing. The lore of the game is so deep. There's so much to it. I haven't looked at it other than what's in the game. I'm sorry to hear you have stinking toad flax. Have you seen a doctor about it? Threatened bird with uncooked chicken. What age are they? Only shame regarding this game is push scrolling. Again, that's not something I would totally blame him on. See, 1 and 3. Oh, the kids' ages. LOL. We got Rage and Love. Thank you for joining, Rage and Love. Poor little elf. Oh, by the way, Rage and Love is Daphne. So calling you out, Daphne, since you were being called out earlier on Thomas really liked watching you playing multiplayer game with me. Games. Poor little elf. Push scrolling and the enemies are somewhat bland. Best animation, the rolling head. I wouldn't go so far as to say the enemies were bland. I think part of the problem is there's just too many of them. Too many to really get an idea of what you're trying to do. It's just so much chaotic stuff going on. Let's see. Oh my God, he got straight up French Revolution. There you go. On STE, you could have the sound effects on the Digi channel. Yeah, that's the thing I really wish more developers took advantage of. Obviously, when the game was made, it probably, it was 88, so that was pretty early. The STE didn't exist. Let's see. Probably, okay, we get worse, blah, blah, blah. Next, nice game list. I think I've played 2 of the games on today's list. Yeah, I'd played a couple of them, but I was just kind of looking for something a little different and also had some help this time as well. No troll games, I don't think this time. So that was, I got to say, that was kind of fun last time of the Goofy game. I was like, how do I do my best acting? I know I'm not a good actor. So trying to keep it together while doing that little bit, that was rough. Okay. As from the credits, the game seems to be done by one single guy. If so, kudos. I don't like the continuously respawning enemies. Yeah, it's too chaotic in my opinion. Bit stressful. Remember having no clue how to play this in my teens. Well, I have no clue how to play it now. Yeah, still have no clue. But E for effort. They did a good job as far as the graphics and all that, the music and the sound effects and all that. It's just not obvious what you're supposed to be doing. Cheers, by the way. Okay, let us go to the next game. So, a while back, we played a bit of SwitchBlade, and I noticed they had a SwitchBlade II. And, of course, because it's a sequel, it's, of course, got to be better than the first one, right? Isn't that kind of the rule? I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek because I gotta say I don't like this game nearly as much as the original. I don't know what is with the sound here. It's really distorted. It's not, I can turn it down. It's not like it's not blowing it out. It's not blowing it out. It's just distorted. It's weird. So yeah, so I was like, oh, more Switchblade. Awesome. I actually really dug the first one. And then kind of started playing it and I'm like going, okay, well, the graphics are different. All right. Well, the scenery is reasonable. Okay. The monsters are different. Okay, fine. It has definitely some of the same stuff, but it doesn't have the hold to attack thing going on. And one of the things I noticed, I'm like, how do I jump? I can't get up here. So you have to go down and up. I try to play these a little bit so that I'm not a total noob when I play them on the stream. You gotta love the random fire in places where you want to be. The other one had music. This one does not, as far as I know, unless I'm not enabled it or whatever. I remember the music being good and catchy, but just really loud. And I mean, it's okay. It's not horrible. Definitely has the push scrolling going on like the first one did. I don't think I can I jump up there? Yeah. Whoa. Insane amount of jumping. I always think it's funny when they do that in video games. It's like, really? You're going to jump like 2 buildings or what, a 2-story building? And I did get down to where I was like, okay, so is this the game? Is this, I remember, the first one had a lot more stuff going on. Ouch. Ooh, and we now have a gun, so that's cool. It probably has a limited amount of bullets, of course. Ouch. Random fire everywhere, as per usual. So did get to this point where we're going down into the depths, where it does have the similar thing of sort of like the rogue kind of element of not being able to see the map until you've exposed it, which I like. I think that's an interesting mechanic. I don't know if I've ever really seen that in a platform game before. It's not bad. But I don't see this having anything new that the first one didn't have. So I sort of feel like, what does this add? Oh, am I faster? Maybe. Sound volume is quite low. Okay, I'll turn it up here. And I could turn on some music just because it didn't have any. Okay. So I have to blast these things. Yep. Ah, of course. Random spikes just popping up out of nowhere. That's a pain. Oh, I might be able to shoot that. Oh, wow. Is that a secret? Ooh. Ah! Cool. I think that was the secret. Uh-oh, I died. I do like it. You know, as far as these kind of games go, I like a health bar more than just you hit, you die. You know, you get hit, you die. I've always liked it when they do that. It gives you a little bit more slop to where you're not, you know, we've seen that in other games like, you know, all the Ghosts and Goblins or Rick Dangerous or any of these like platformers that are, they have no slop. If you mess up, you die. And I especially for being not a great, you know, these kind of games are definitely not my area of expertise. It is nice when there's a thing that allows you to not just immediately die. The big jump is actually kind of cool. I kind of, they made it so that it adds a little bit more verticality, for lack of a better word. If that's a word. Is that a word? More verticalness. Actually not doing too bad, as I'm going to die immediately after I say that. He's kind of got like the Rambo thing going on with his hair in the back. Got to have the mullet with the bandana. I guess it's not really mullet, it's just long hair, I guess. Well, he gets the whole ass for a minute. Okay, one. Spikes for no apparent reason. So is this the thing I can pick up? Or is it just decoration? That push scrolling right when you're on the edge is kind of annoying. Really? Wow. Nobody expects the spikes. I don't like respawning. I think that the way they did that in here is good. Obviously, I think the first one was the same way. Ouch. Jeez, how many hits does it take? Oh, that didn't look like a destroyable wall. Interesting. Maybe I just missed it. Super jump. Ouch. Why did I duck? It's like, I'm not going to dodge that. Not being able to shoot on a ladder. It's annoying. Hot dog. All right, cool. Whatever. Let's go down, go down, go down. Now I wanted to try to hit every wall. Just, being on the edge with that push scrolling is annoying. Ow. Die. Not me, him. Because I like have to line up just perfectly in order to get on the ladder. And if the guy keeps shooting me, that becomes difficult. Gotta get some hamburgers. get a hamburger. Okay. Spikes, as per usual. Alright. Now where? It's gonna shoot me and kill me. Ow. Really? I'm gonna die. Okay. You have achieved a top score. Please enter your name. Sure, why not? Alright. Let's get out of there. Okay. I prefer the first one. I much prefer the smaller sprites in the first game. Me too. I prefer the first one. Yeah, it was kind of tongue in cheek. After playing this for a minute, I'm like, the first one seems so much better. I mean, it's not bad, but I think what the first one had, I don't feel like it really added that much compared to the first one. Anyway, this game is so much better on the links. You know what? Since I do a lot of Atari stuff here, since that's all I've been doing, I really should have a Lynx show. So if you guys want to see Lynx or Jaguar or anything else, I actually do want to do an 8-bit show. I would definitely, let me know. I would actually, we talked about last time of doing a demo show. That would be totally cool. Let's see. Feels like they were trying to be a bit like Strider. Yeah, a little bit. Sound volume on ST is anyway quite low. I did turn it up. At least has the 4-directional jump scrolling. Can you put in a link for your Discord? Sure. Let me find that real quick. I have not really published it, so there's only a few of us in here. So, but I did create it for the for people to join. So let me get a link here. Invite people, and let's see, edit invite, or send a server link or invite link to a friend. Hopefully this will work here. Let's try that. Okay, come on in. You guys are all welcome. We do have, we do typically play a lot of. We're playing a lot of Valheim on the voice channel, as well as Factorio. If you guys are interested in Factorio, it's definitely a thing too. So cool. Thanks for joining, guys. Popped right in. Okay. As the ST is better at vertical scrolling, the high jump comes in quite neatly. Interesting. I never thought about that. Vertical scrolling versus horizontal scrolling. I guess vertical's easier somehow. Link's version has normal scrolling. The Amiga version does as well. I think it would have been possible in the ST, not as smooth, but still. Okay. Smooth scroll is possible to achieve if you have a 4 meg machine. Huh. Okay. That's kind of, it's one of those things, I haven't done any development on the ST, so it's hard to say, but when there were 4 meg machines, I know they're pretty rare, but it would have been nice if we had a reason to go up to the higher memory. That was the thing. I had 1 meg, and that was plenty. I never had anything, with the exception of maybe like Calamus or something, where the more memory would have actually been useful. So it'd have been nice, even for games. That would have been kind of cool. It's like, if you have 4 megs, you could do XYZ better or whatever, and if they supported it, but I don't know about you guys, but I could probably count on one hand how many times that actually was the case. So, okay, so we've got Revenge of the Mutant Camels. So we have talked about Jeff Minter's games in the past here, and I have talked about loving Jeff Minter's games, at least most of them. Not so big on the Defender type games, but because he loved Defender, but his other games, especially if they're not crazy hard, I am down. So we can do different options in here. So I don't know what this other options. So you can toggle. Let's go set standard or set STADB FX intensity. Interesting. So totally psychotic, please yak, moderately zappy, pathetically wimpy. Okay, we got to try this. Hopefully, you know, if you know, I'm thinking that this might have some what's the seizure warnings that needs to be applied here. Let's see what this does here. We can start from the beginning, and we can do solo, CPU assist, or 2-player. I've been doing CPU assist when playing this, but yeah, let's do CPU assist. All right. Okay, so this is kind of cool. You know, I'm playing as the camel. The computer, the CPU assist, is playing on the little antelope, I think is what that is. And there's tons of things that are on the screen, and there's good and bad power-ups that pop up. I don't know what all of them do. Oh, that reverses my direction. Wonderful. And then apple. I don't remember what the apple does. That's a good thing. Okay, there's the weights. There's also, I know there's a cigarette, which is kind of cool. It makes him look like Joe Camel. Yeah, I don't want the cigarette, I don't think. I don't know what P does. Now the antelope is smoking. That's kind of funny. You don't really see smoking much in video games. Probably because the whole, you know, moral majority or whatever. But Camel Shield, blah, blah, blah. E-Boost. Raindrops keep falling on my beast. So those, I think, are lynxes in the background. I'm sure they are. Which is kind of an interesting thing to put in the background there. Didn't want the cigarette. It really makes him slow. But he does look cool as like Joe Camel, you know, from the Camel cigarette ad. He smoked the whole cigarette, and now I know I don't want that skull. So puppy dogs are coming out of the clouds? Is that oh, that's bad. Rip. Gotta love the nuke. Oh, Nike, not nuke. Oh, that's right. It's weird. It's reversed because it's on question mark. Did that give him shoes? What did that do? I don't want the cigarettes. I love how you can go down and like he can ride the camel too. I think we need some music going. Manic Minter. Not sure what the P's do. Oh, a whole bunch of power-ups. Jeez. Oh, now we got some Game Boys back there now. But apparently we have the King Lynxes, which is kind of neat. Uh-oh, didn't want the cigarette. I don't know why this cigarette makes him like so much slower, which is kind of an odd effect. But oh my God, look at all those. There's tons of them now. Beasties everywhere. E-boost. All right. I'm guessing that's an okay thing. Yeah, it looks like it wasn't death. So what are these? Those look like... what are those? The background's supposed to be there. They almost look like... Actually, I don't know what those are. You guys know? Let me know. Ouch. I don't know what ouch is. Probably those candy canes? I don't think that's a good thing. No. Yeah, I don't want this skull. No! Did not mean to do that. Man, there's skulls everywhere. No! Jesus! I am going to die very quickly. I love how the tombstone actually is like camel shaped. So you're saying, Castardo, you're saying that this is not a nicotine filled or tobacco filled cigarette? Is that what you're implying? I think that it may be some other substance that I can't determine whether or not it's a good thing to get those or not. This game definitely is chaotic as well, but it's Jeff Minter, so it's kind of to be expected. His games are always chaotic. Okay. That's weird. If you don't move, it like... Oh, what is that? Oh, nope. Oh, okay. Oh, the halo. It makes it so that he's like invincible. That's cool. So we have more Game Boy. Oh, what is that? That's a different one. The one with the llamas on the top. Don't know what those are. Welcome to Restart Oasis. Siich Taba. Remember name for restart code. Okay. Chain Death. Now we have pencils. Okay. Oh, it's kind of weird. He has like looks like a bow on the back of his horns. That's kind of interesting. So we have a yak phone booth. This game, all of Jeff Minter's games, it's like trying to identify what the heck is in them. It looks like those peace symbols are not good. They look like sort of, I don't know what they are. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe you have to shoot them before collecting them. Surprise, you're dead. Wow, that was some intense screaming there. I think my dog would freak out if I had the volume up. Okay, let's see. What do we got on here? Okay. Talk about the more interesting design choices. The ST interleaved bit planes and screen memory address only on even 256 bytes. Interesting. Have not tried to program on the ST, so haven't had to deal with that. They addressed the scrolling issue with the STE. Smooth, multi-directional, easily done. Memory is so expensive. Yeah, it was. Too bad almost nobody used it. And STE came too late to have any impact on game development. Yeah, unfortunately. I think Lamatron is my favorite Minter game on the STE. You know, I gotta say, I agree. Lamatron is just a fun game. T2K on the Jag. Yep. I'm right there with you, Gary. Look at the lynxes in the background. Yep. Thought it was a goat. Oh, goat, I guess. Or, I mean, I guess it could be a goat. I'm not completely familiar with all of the beasties, so probably a goat, I guess. Licking the horns and face shape. I think it's an ibex. Okay. Thank you, the DM, for identifying of animals. It's like you have you know something about zoology or something. Let's see. Jeff Minter never actually released a game on the Lynx. Yeah, I don't think he did. For my games in Randomizer, you get better sample quality at 2 megs, and in Arco Ride, 4 megs gets you smoother scaling and more road variations and other details. And now Game Boy's strange. Let's see. Competition Pro joysticks. Yep, saw that. Cigarette makes him slower because he's got emphysema. All right. Well, it's not a regular cigarette. I'm pretty sure that contains different herbs, like KFC's, herbs and spices, maybe. No. Sure. Let's see. Pretty sure that was the Amstrad GX4000 controller. Okay, yeah, that's way out of my wheelhouse there. Jeff Mentor is the quintessential hippie. Very nice guy. You know, I'd like to meet Jeff in real life at some point. It'd be cool. At some point, I'm going to come visit you guys out there in Europe, and we can have a get together out there. That'd be awesome. I think the DM was right with Ibex. Yeah, as far as I know, sure, it's an Ibex. Haha, it's like I went to school for zoology or something. Yep, I'm thinking you did. Okay, let's get on with the next game. We have Brat. So this is one I had never heard of, but it was in a list, and I'm like, that seems kind of interesting. Very weird game. I met him and his boyfriend a couple years ago at Play Expo. Oh, okay. Did he have like beasties with him? Because it seems like he has like lots of, I don't know if he has a farm or what, but he just seems like a guy that always has beasties around. So this one had interesting sound in it too. Let's turn it up a little bit.
Stay there, baby.
Yes, Mommy? No way, man.
I don't know why, but I've always loved samples in games and on computers. I just remember on the 8-bit days when there were samples and stuff. It was just immediately upped the quality of the game. Let's see. Oh, weird. Isn't there normally an animation here? Well, I played the animation with him. Oh. Why is it not playing? Weird. Huh. It's not showing up in the stream. Yeah, hold on a second. I don't know what's up. Give me a second here. That's weird. I don't know why it just suddenly went black. Capture specific window. I've never had that problem. I don't know why. Hold on a minute. Well, I can always go to the desktop mode, which usually will work. But that's weird. It's certain emulators, sure, but not a. Oh, you know what? I think there's two of them running. There's two Steam instances running, and I think it picked the wrong one. I think that might be the problem. Give me a second. Okay. Oh, weird. Okay, well, I'm going to play in full screen mode, so you don't get to see me for 10 minutes. Oh, well. All right, so this is mouse-based. So we can enter a new name, Toy Town Demo, Whisper a Secret, Music and FX. We can turn them. Oh, it actually does have both music and effects. We can just play Hang On Man. Okay, Bone Idol. I don't know why it did pick that as the default. Okay, so this game is like hard. I have definitely not quite figured out exactly the best way to play this game. Yeah, it's a mouse-based isometric platform game. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And I know you're supposed to collect all these things, but I have a hell of a time playing this. And there's probably a... You have to put down arrow stop to control. Yep. It just goes so fast. I wonder, can I make him stop? Okay. Alright. But it's just, the scrolling is difficult. I know I'm supposed to be collecting certain things. Let's make him stop, I guess, but this is going to be hard. Nope. Yeah, the, oh yeah. Smack. The animation, the sound. You blew it, man. Are definitely cool. The, it's really hard. I clicked the button. Okay, it just is loading, I guess. Okay, let's try again. One of the problems is that you get stuck in certain spots and you can't recover. It's like, I guess you can go there and stop and turn around, but with how fast it moves, I don't think that that's viable. I'm not sure where I need to go here. Let's try having him cross the street. That's not what I needed to do. Now, potentially, oh, had him fall off. Potentially, if there was keyboard controls, which it might have. Nope. Keyboard controls would be better, just because of being able to at least select the arrows. They could have done it too, like the numeric keypad or something. Getting better. It is definitely puzzly. And you have to really kind of play ahead of time to try to figure out what exactly you're doing. These little switchbacks make it fun. I have no idea where to go here because we haven't seen the screen. Alright, we'll go that way, I guess. Oh, crap. Really? Uh-oh. Not going to have enough space. Nope. Yeah, it's hard. If it had, like, buttons... So I know you can use the, or I think you can use, like, the dynamite to do stuff. Like, to blow up the rocks, maybe? Maybe I'll try that next time. Oh, interesting. So he doesn't even actually have to be there to blow it up. Oh, where am I supposed to go? Oh, is it supposed to jump? Oh, a platform. Ah. Yeah, you have to get all, so I just didn't get there. So using the platform to make it so you can go across. That's cool. All right, getting better. Try one more time. I mean, obviously it's a puzzle game, puzzle platform, isometric, mouse-based puzzle game, or platform. Not really. It's be more like a puzzle game, more than a platformer. Let's see. Not sure what that little bridge thing is. Yeah, if it had a, just had a keyboard control, that'd be okay. Like for, that's what that is. Okay, cool. It's kind of funny. It's like you don't even pay attention to him. I don't know what that cheese is supposed to do, but that bird's probably going to hurt me. Oh, it send him back. Oh, so it's one of those drinking birds. I'm not sure what to do about it, but yeah, trying to get in there I think would waste way too much time. It's neat. It's it's definitely different. I don't think I've ever played a game like this before. It depends on how kind of greedy I want to get with all these things. What's weird is, yeah, you don't even pay attention to what's going on with the guy. You're only, or the kid, whatever. You're only paying attention to the things that are in front of you. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, and can I blow up the bird? No. What can I do with the bird? What can I do with the bird? Anything? Uh-oh, I've missed one. Whoops. Is there any way to speed up the guy? I don't know. I don't know what these minuses are. Yeah, having to go back and forth to pick up an arrow or item or whatever is not efficient. But whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Really surprised that there isn't a car coming to kill you. But I guess that would make it... It's like, what are you supposed to do against the car? Oops. Maybe stop? Okay, come on. Whew. Okay, that drinking bird kind of cost me a lot of time here. Going up. I don't like this. Where am I? How am I supposed to bridge that gap? I guess you can use the bridges. Huh. Okay.
Oh, you blew it, man.
Alright. I like it, but I don't love it. It's difficult, unique, that's for sure. It's definitely unique. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I would kind of say if you're going to try to do a puzzle like that, maybe don't have it move so fast. That I think is my biggest problem, is the fact that you don't have any time to think on what you're going to do. But whatever, it is what it is. And you know, it's not a bad game. It's not an awesome game, but there's definitely worse. Okay, so this is a kind of a no-brainer here. I used to love playing Arkanoid. I remember I played this version, actually the ST version, probably way more than the arcade version. Although at a company I was in, they actually had the arcade version, which was very cool on free play. So I used to play that during lunch. Now, playing with the mouse and playing with the spinner are very, very different things. And I still have not gotten used to playing with the mouse again, so I probably will not do well. Sorry. But when this came out, all we had seen before then, this was Breakout. And obviously it's a Breakout game, but it's so much more than the original Breakout games. And the fact that it has, you know, power-ups, lasers, you know, bad guys, it just had so much going on. And I, you know, it was one of those things that I remember playing this and the sequel so much. And, you know, at one point I was actually thinking about making a, you know, Breakout clone game too as well, just because it was, actually I did when I was practicing learning stuff. But this is, you know, a very, very good reproduction of the arcade. You know, obviously there's more stuff going on as far as the graphics and stuff. I'm not sure. I think that might have had more colors in the background or something, but truly this is a very passable game. I hate it when you're in this mode of like, needing to destroy just a couple. All right. Let's see. Do you know if this game has MIDI music out? Arkanoid or the previous game, Brat? In any case, I don't know. I'm off. Have a nice evening all. Castardo, thank you for joining. I really appreciate you being here. And I'll see you next week. Let's get another game of Arkanoid going on here. At some point, I would like to go through arcade games eventually. At some point in the far-flung future, because I have so much computer content I want to go through. But this will definitely be one that I'll cover because, yeah, again, I wouldn't say it's my top 10, but it's definitely up there as far as games that I really like. It's just hard. That's another problem with it, is it's difficult to get through. But now it does have continues, so if you actually get to the next level, you can actually keep continuing. But come on, shoot. Come on. Those bad guys being really close makes it really hard. Come on. There we go. Cool. Next level. Yay. Really like the shadows that they did. I mean, obviously this is a reproduction, so all of the critiques would have to go with the original. It's still a fun game though. I really like it when you can do this and have them go above and then get like the D, which makes it go, a bunch of them. I forgot what it stands for, but it's just a revolutionary take on the original Breakout. When we start getting the shooting going along with the paddles, it becomes very coordination becomes difficult. Oh, I didn't really want that. Come on, come on, go, go. There we go. Cool. Oh, that's kind of hard to see. The background. Ah, there we go. Go, 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 go. This one can be such a pain. Oh, having catch on this is really good. Ah. Dope. All right. Ooh, I got on the board. So is the arcade or does the ST version have continue on it? Usually it has a little thing where you can continue. Ah, the ST version does not have a continue. That's annoying. Anyway, let's see. Arkanoid, also Bomb Jack. Yeah, Bomb Jack is on the list for games I want to cover on the ST as well. I haven't really played Bomb Jack, to be honest. I know it's a big thing. I know there's people that love Bomb Jack. It's just not one I really ever played. Okay, let's go to California games. I don't know about you guys, but especially on the 8-bit era, I loved the Olympic games. I think especially for multiplayer stuff, they were fun. I mean, a buddy of mine, we played summer games all the time. California games was obviously a later one, and was also a big one on the links. Especially since it's Epics, who they were really big on the 8-bit era. I don't think they did much on the 16-bit era, to be honest. I know they designed the links, and then Atari, I think, bought it from them. Definitely people that know link stuff, definitely let me know where I'm saying something wrong. But I know that Epics was really big, back in the day. But 16-bit era, I don't remember seeing much. Let's see, what was I doing earlier? I was doing skating. Ed, is your emulator set to run faster than 8 megahertz? Not usually. If there is a game that is slow, then I usually will try to run it at 16 just to see if it runs. But typically I run it at 8. Now, it is very possible that I screwed up my settings somehow. But usually each game has its own settings. So it's possible. My thought is it's still running at 8. Oh, banana peel? Really? I'm trying to remember the one. I think BMX is the one I did a lot of in this game. Oh, okay, cool. I was going to eat it. These were a lot of fun. I mean, obviously was not a sports kid. Actually, I guess shouldn't say obviously, but I was not a big sports kid. So the sports that I played were on computers. I'm sure some of you can probably relate to that. So while I didn't like to play actual sports, I actually was fine with playing them on the computer because I didn't have to deal with the whole coordination and, the whole exercise thing. So games like this, I actually used to really like. You get the motion down, figure out what you need to do. These kind of games are best, obviously, when you're competing, not just solo. And since this is practice, it's kind of like, hey, it's kind of neat. You get to see. That's a problem. Let's try a different one. I'm just doing practice because, yeah. BMX racing. I remember playing that. I think this is a button push. I don't remember. Oh, ouch. Buzzard bait. Okay, so we can do a wheelie. Rad. Just rad, man. Gotta love the language of the time. Woo. Trying to remember the controls on this one. Each game kind of had its own controls. Ouch. Too bad, doofus. Okay. So we can... guess we don't actually have to push a direction to make it go. But you can do wheelies and stuff. Okay, so it looks like a jump is button. Nice. Ouch. Faceplant dude. I used to, one of the games I used to play a lot like this was Excite Bike. I remember we used to play, ouch. I remember playing, they had a versus machine or VS machine, whatever you want to call it, arcade machine where they, before the NES came out, or at least in the States and before any of us had them, they had them in, oh wow, forgot about that, in the arcade. And Excite Bike was awesome and very similar. Ouch. Hating life. Okay. I got really good at the foot sack one. Yeah, I can't remember which ones. I know I used to play the BMX one a lot. But yeah, all the different ones. I'm trying to think if I actually had... I'm trying to think of where I actually played California games. I want to say I might have played it mostly on the Apple II, to be honest, rather than on the ST. Stormlord Publishers Houston used to be only a few hundred meters from where I work today in Milton Park, Oxfordshire. Ah, interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to me. I grew up. Well, let's see, grew up. I was born in California and in the Bay Area, where Silicon Valley, and I didn't grow up there. I grew up kind of further north, but I did move back down there. And what's interesting to me is when I see a lot of the game manufacturers and any other, developers and stuff, all having bases in the Bay Area, in different towns, San Jose and Milpitas and all these things that the towns where I was. Interesting to see where they are now and how these companies have gone, way past and so it's like, oh yeah, that was the old whatever building. And I actually worked at a company called LSI Logic, and they were in Milpitas, and they actually had an office for Atari in that same building originally. McCarthy Ranch Road, Atari had a building there, and I was actually in the building at one point that Atari was in. So very interesting to see kind of the history and where different companies were. It's always kind of kind of interesting to think about, oh, these were the hollowed halls of whatever, Okay. So next up we have Leander. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Seems reasonable. So another Psygnosis games. I actually went through and kind of added all the Psygnosis games to my list of stuff that I wanted to cover. So this intro I think was kind of messed up. I need to report it to Para Putnick, the guy who does all the hard drive games, which is unfortunate that the intro was messed up. But it didn't seem to affect the rest of the game. So you guys probably know this game. I did not before playing it, and I still don't know that much about it. However, it is, I kind of like it. The sprites are huge. You know, we've talked about, you know, big sprites being kind of not so great in some of these in some of these games, but it works. I think I need some music here. This is too bland. Oh, my playlist must be over. Okay. Platform game, but it has some cool kind of things you can do where, and I haven't quite figured it out yet. Definitely let me know. But you can like hold down the button and down, and it does like this cool blast effect. It looks like you're dying actually, but it does, you know, I think kill everything around you. And you know, at the beginning it did say like a thing on what you're supposed to be doing. And I think it said like, go left for something and then right for the portal. So yeah, so it does have scrolling, which is nice. The animation is a little slow, I would say, in some cases, not for the character, but for the other monsters and stuff. Now, that's one of the things. It's like every time I get hit, I think my armor changes colors. Definitely correct. Oh, died. Definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems that that's the case. Like it's green, and then it goes to, you know, red will do that bit, which is kind of cool. It's kind of neat when you blow up the barrel. One of the things I did notice that is interesting, and I don't understand what it is, but and you guys might know, what is with Psygnosis games and the backgrounds being really bland? It's like, I know they're trying to make it so that the character pops, and that's great, but I've just noticed a theme in the backgrounds. They look very similar, and they're very, you know, in this case, just beige, right? You know, very, very limited color palette. And like the green of the grass, as I'm supposed, you know, I'm guessing it's, I don't know. I know they're trying to make it so that it's not, you know, or you can see the character more. But I've noticed a theme in a lot of Psygnosis games. That's why I pronounce it Psygnosis. I don't know, it might be Psygnosis, but anyway, that the background is very, very similar. And it's okay. I mean, I know they're trying to, you know, do the thing, but I don't know. It's just a weird thing I've noticed. So I get over to here, and I can't go any further. So I'm guessing I need to go back to the right. Now I was playing Switchblade. Now I'm used to that jump thing, the super jump, which isn't a bad mechanic actually, as far as that goes. When you can't put in a different button, it's not bad. So it looks like the oops, that's bad. Okay, I don't think I have the thing to be able to do this, do I? No. I don't know how to use the portal. Maybe I have to do the... No, I can't even do that. Okay. Not sure what I'm missing. I'm guessing I needed to collect something that I didn't. I'm guessing I don't want to fall down there because I'm probably going to die. Ouch. went down there. Ouch. All right, game over. Let's see. Houston published along Nebulous, also Eliminator. Somewhat difficult. I don't think I've played Eliminator. Kind of acceptable scrolling in all directions. Yes. Less colors in the background enables faster scrolling. That would explain it. And since a lot of the a lot of their games involve scrolling, I guess that makes sense. These kind of things are interesting to me when they do. They spend effort on the choosing the letters and stuff. I mean, this took somebody a considerable amount of effort to make these things, but it's like it really doesn't add much to the game. I don't know. It seems odd to me. I don't know. I hate it when they don't give a space. Fine, I'll be Ed 9, whatever. Okay, how are we doing on time? 1:30. Oh wow, 2:30. I'm actually ahead of schedule. Amazing. I'm blasting through. Actually, no, not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that the intro is kind of messed up. I don't know if it's just on. I'm guessing it's on the hard drive version. Amiga programming by John Burton. Amiga graphics by whatever, and then EST port by so and so. Okay. So it was actually made by Traveler's Tales. So I think Psygnosis was just a publisher, correct? Did they actually have an in-house developer as well that actually work for Psygnosis, or did they just publish other companies' games? Be kind of interested to see. Okay, so we actually have Defender of the Crown. This is one that I used to play a long time ago. I don't think I ever got good at it. And this time I wanted to try a little bit to get better at it. I would not say I was successful. I wanted to, okay, it's like I don't want to be a total noob at it, but I do remember it being a cool game. And I remember jousting being very, very easy. I was actually seeing people's posts the other day about, has anyone ever won a joust in Defender of the Crown? I was trying it earlier, and of course I did not do well. But I do like the sword play is cool. I was checking that out. So I'm going to actually do Jeffrey Longsword, so he has better sword play. I don't know if it's going to matter, but okay. So we're trying to, it's basically like I don't know what you want to call it, like kind of a Risk type game, in that you're trying to take over the world or take over this area, Europe, whatever. And so, yeah, but it's, you can joust and you can do raids on other places and stuff like that. So I am up here. I want to be able to go into the different areas. Now, I believe I need to have an army in order to really do much. So I am going to, let's see, how much money do I have? I have 10 treasure. I'm going to get a couple knights. Can I order? I can't get a catapult, but I will get a couple more soldiers. And then I am going to I'm going to go into Seek Conquest or go raiding. I'm going to try to Seek Conquest. So we can say move army, transfer men, read map, see Robin. What's interesting is like Robin Hood is in this game. So you can actually request his help and stuff, which is interesting. So we can move army, transfer men, read map. I'm trying to remember if it was, we can transfer some guys. I'm gonna leave those guys there. I'm gonna transfer these guys, move this army into here, and hopefully not lose it. Okay, so we now have this area, Now, one of the things I can do is, so we have an income of 7, a treasure of 10, and an army of 10. So I can actually buy more guys, so that's a good thing. You do not have enough gold for knights. Oh, right. I'm going to leave some gold behind. Okay, Sir Reginald Font somebody loses somebody to a raid. Okay, fine. Quite a bit of treasure. That's cool. Someone try to hold a joust. See how this goes. If you guys have any tips on the best guys to, or best way to joust, I'm all ears. I'm gonna, ooh, you can select stakes. I don't want to select stakes. No, neither. Territory. I don't want to. Joust for which territory? I want to joust for a territory that I don't own. For vying for Lancaster. Okay, Lancashire. Sorry, I said that wrong. It's pretty loud, I think. Okay. Okay, so I tried clicking, and of course lost. Too late. A moment's hesitation let your opponent pass unscathed. This ends your day in the list of Ashby. You were not the champion, but your deeds here will be remembered. Leaving for home, blah, blah, blah. And I lost my territory. Wonderful. I didn't really, earlier when I was doing it, I didn't have anything to wager. That's no good. That sucks. Okay. Okay. Well, let's do, I can try doing a raid here. Let me try raiding this guy. Just for fun. Chris Warchin, thank you for joining. Oh, we also have Alex Holland. Sorry I didn't call you out earlier. Thanks for joining. I saw your comment, but I didn't call you out. Oh, I'm not even paying attention. Crap. Sword. Now, I was trying this earlier, and it seemed like just spamming seemed to be the easiest way to go here. You can also right-click to black, but it seemed like just going for the throat and just poke, 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 poke seemed to be the best way to go. Yay! Okay, I really love the shadows that they did. That was one of those things they didn't have to, and I really appreciate that they did. Come on, come on, come on. I'm going to lose. I am so going to lose. No, 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 don't. Oh. Come on, come on. Ah, I got him. Always felt like this was more of a tech demo than a game. It was used to sell the Amiga, in my opinion. You know, it's funny. I think I played it mostly on the 2GS, the Apple 2GS. A friend of mine had one. Okay. We get some enemy gold. Summoning your men, we take the treasure and fight your way through the castle gates. The night is filled with new promise as you begin the journey home. Okay. Oh, there's a... they're staging a revolt and asking for our assistance. Interesting. Do I get a choice? Oh, it's not asking me to. Okay, so we have some treasure. So I'm going to seek some conquest here. Let's see if we can... actually, hold on. Before I do that, I should buy more army. So I don't have much in the way of army stuff. Let's go with a knight and a bunch of soldiers. And I am... Oh, geez. Okay, so somebody's gotten taken out. All right, so I'm going to seek conquest. Transfer men. So I'm going to say we're going to put a bunch of dudes in my army. Keep quite a fit bit. I can't even talk. Keep quite a bit in our home territory. Saxon territory. Seek safe passage or attack Wolfred of Ivanhoe. Let's attack him. Okay, so he's got no dudes. So how did one of my guys died? And I don't know if he just like tripped over a rock or what, but he had no guys. I don't know how that works. So I'm going to buy more army, more soldiers. Yeah, no, I can't afford that. Okay, he's been destroyed. Yeah, I don't know. I think he just fell on a rock. I think I saw that one of them got killed. It cracked me up. So I'm going to do I'm going to go ahead and try to take this over here. You've discovered the campaign army of Sir Roger or something. Some of these go by really fast. Stay in a fight, we should charge. Nice. Oh, hey. Really? Really? Wow. Okay, so we have to... well, let's buy some more army, I guess. Guess what I need to do is I need to... Uh-oh. Prepare for battle. Well, I did just up my army, so that's good. I get ambushed. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. Defensive hold. Ooh, this is gonna be bad. I am going to lose. Defensive hold. Come on. Hold. No. Ouch. Oh, it wasn't my home. I thought it was my home one. I thought it was... Oh, okay. All right, fine. Well, guess we'll not do that. I hit continue. The tournament. Okay, so we have a tournament. Oh, now I'm jousting. All right, yay. Every time. I miss. Okay. Been nice had that, if there was some sort of actual, I imagine there is some strategy there, but probably not. I'm going to just keep buying more army. That guy's spreading pretty thin there. Let's try transfer men into my army. So yeah, so this part is more risk-like. Actually, I don't want to do... oh, there we go. I don't want to transfer all of those guys. I think what I'll do is I'll transfer half. Move army into here. Knights chart. I don't have any knights. Outflank. Aim for the middle of the shield and press the button right before he is at you. Really? Wow. I have dudes there. Oh my god! Yeah, no. 127? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I'll buy some army. You do not have gold for soldiers. Okay, fine. Suddenly your home castle is attacked. This is not going to go well, especially if he has all those dudes here. Yeah, no. Defensive hold. This is Sparta. Come on. All right. Come on, guys. Oh, yeah. This isn't going to work. Nope. I'm done for. Hey, those guys did okay, but not enough. My castle's on fire. Yeah. Well, he took over like half of the world. Your men fought bravely, but luck was not with them this day, and this is going to go by too fast. After a long siege, you lose your castle to the attacking army as the enemy pours through and through the gates. You send your men into secret passages underneath the castle, passing the word to meet in Sherwood Forest. Moments later, something. Together with Robin and the men of Sherwood, you will continue the struggle against the Norman oppression. Slipping through from the burning castle, you vow to keep fighting until a Saxon rules the land. Those kind of go by a little bit fast. You should have to click to get by it. Anyway, that was Defender of the Crown. And while I am not good at it, I definitely appreciate that kind of game. It definitely has a board game feel to it, I should say. Very much like a, I wouldn't go so far as a 4X tabletop game, but it definitely has more stuff going on than a lot of the others. So, I definitely appreciate it while I might not be good at it or particularly like it, but it's cool. All right, guys. So it's about time for me to hit the road here, but really appreciate you being here with me. And so hopefully we'll get together and have a chaos game soon. And I don't know if we'll be what I probably will want to do is I want to do a separate cast than on than this one. So I don't really want to supersede this one. Got to go too. It's been fun as always. Thanks for joining, Gary, as well as everybody else. Really appreciate you being here. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of these, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, definitely. I post new videos all the time, not just Atari ST stuff. Actually, I've been posting other videos as well. Mostly game related, but not all. Actually, there's some other stuff too. So in any case, thank you. And see you in the next adventure. Take care.